Hello all, my name's Randal and welcome to my EPE310 assignment submission. My chosen area suits my secondary level of teaching and focuses on school breakfast programs and the information and facts surrounding these and what they are achieving in the education system. So let's get into it. While studying this education degree and during my post-schooling life, I have interacted with many facets of the community. I have worked with teachers, mentors, pupils and interactions with their parents. And yet I haven't ever really focused on what I took for granted each morning before school, that being my breakfast for the day. Coming from a functional family in a small country town, I was too sheltered to see what has begun to unfold in front of my eyes. The first recognition of exclusion or lack of those students having breakfast was at the Category 2 school, Woodville High. Here the public school had brought upon itself to allow any student the free access to breakfast on campus prior to the first classes. Before we delve into the new and innovative breakfast programs that help with student hunger, let's look at the deficit discourse, those affected, and crunch the numbers of individuals in Australia and the information surrounding a lack of breakfast and cognitive development. Nutrition is only one of many factors that can affect a student's learning throughout their schooling timeline. A large body of research provides evidence that better nourished children perform better at school. Some studies counter these views and state there is still insufficient quantity and consistency among these studies to draw firm conclusions. Breakfast provides children with energy and essential nutrients including iron, calcium and vitamins B and C, which are necessary for growth, development and good health. Children who eat breakfast each day are more likely to meet their daily nutritional requirements, as a good quality breakfast can provide children with up to a third of their daily nutrient needs. Education systems have limited knowledge and only have recently become more aware of individual environments of the homes in which students live in. Even more pronounced are the increases of dysfunctional, non-traditional homes where one or more parent is absent, or the child has non-paternal carers. Now more than ever, the public school system is being analysed on performance. An Australian Council for Educational Research report shows an overall decline in the reading and mathematics levels of 15-year-olds since 2000. The growth in the impact of socio-economic background on student performance is also a major concern, with disadvantaged students more likely to underperform. Further, since this period in 2000 has seen Australia surpassed by other countries in international surveys of student attainment. More funding, improving teacher quality, greater school autonomy, and national testing and reporting are among the suite of reforms that governments have introduced to improve school and student performance. While there is evidence to support these strategies, there is also research that questions their effectiveness. Now let's take a look at the school breakfast programs. There are at least 3 reasons why the availability of the school breakfast program could improve cognitive achievement. First, improved nutrition could enhance cognition. Deficiencies in various specific vitamins and minerals including thiamine, vitamin E and iron can lead to a decrease in mental concentration and cognition. And thirdly, brain development occurs through childhood and poor nutrition can influence brain development. School meals are receiving increased policy attention as a potential lever for improving nutrition and academic performance of low-income children. There is considerable evidence that nutrition and eating, breakfast in particular, is important for cognitive functioning and academic success. Breakfast programs in schools are increasing normalisation for those students. In this context, students are able to feel comfortable knowing they've had a full breakfast and are ready to learn like the rest of the class. The largest food relief organisation in Australia is Foodbank. Foodbank South Australia's vision is to achieve a South Australia without hunger. They source food from the food industry and make it available to welfare agencies and people in need. More specifically, Foodbank have the school breakfast program. The school breakfast program provides students with healthy, nutritious food to children who turn up to school hungry. As well as provide meals prior to school, they also produce meals for classrooms and common areas for students to take home or consume, send food to families in need, and also enable canteens to provide healthy snacks and much more. This service is provided free of charge and also distributes its food to other charities for their breakfast programs. Foodbank SA suggests 1 in 5 Australian children have experienced food insecurity in the last 12 months. Schools use breakfast for school programs to help students first and foremost to have energy, nutrients and the brain power to get through the morning, which then overlaps into studying harder for longer and also maximising their grades throughout the year. Thanks for tuning in and hopefully that's given you an insight into the school breakfast programs and Foodbank Australia, which was my community service part of my assessment for EPE 3010.